Lego has just revealed the new Dungeons and Dragons set. This just looks awesome. Amazing. It's blown me away. Okay, so right off the bat, this massive dragon, this just catches my eye, and it really reminds me of Gringotts Bank from last year with Harry Potter, the dragon that they had there. I know different color, different shape, but I love how we're getting all these dragons all of a sudden. It's something that I'm a huge fan of. It's super cool. So let's look at the box art, and this box art, there's so much going on. The colors really are just popping all at once. I really like everything about it. I like the color contrast. I really like the orange tint in the back. It complements the look of the dragon, especially those wings looking orange over there. And it's not too overpowering at all either. It's really subtle, and it goes in that nice black box that Lego has been doing for these 18 plus sets recently. Before we move on, this set is going to be retailing for $360 and will be coming out on April 4th, but for insiders, it will be coming out April 1st, I assume. And it's a part of the Lego Ideas line, so this is, I want to say, the biggest Lego Ideas set that they've ever released, so it's pretty cool to see them taking it to the next level, which I love. We have a look at the back here, and it's really open with a ton of playability. You have some doors that you can enter. You have a better look at the watchtower, and you can see, let me try and get in more here. You have some details. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but you have a skeleton with the key, one of the minifigs, another minifig. You have the ladder, so you can have a minifig at the top of the watchtower keeping guard. Down here, you have what seems to be a dungeon. This all looks so cool. And I don't know if this is a new armor piece or any new element, but it looks really cool. I like how it has that. Once again, words aren't my thing. I like how it has that gold bronze tint, really making him look nice and powerful and strong and like an elite leader. Okay, let's go on to the next photo. I'm just really excited. This is my first look at it. I got up today and I didn't even know that this set was being revealed, so I found out. So I'm looking at these images for the first time. I can't believe that it's almost April already. It's going by so quick. We have another angle of the set right here. A lot of greenery going around. Some more figs. Some animals being included here. I really like, I don't know what you would call this, but it looks like a blue, not vine, but sort of detailing. Really interesting. And I like the green shrubbery moss detail that they added, really adding more, I want to say, texture to the set. Have some trees over here. It looks like a little dock. And I like this building right here. It gives sort of a old school vibe type of classic sort of look. Have an archer right up over here. I'm sorry if I don't know the names. I'm really not the biggest into D&D. I didn't even see the movie that recently came out, even though I heard it was amazing and I wanted to. So I'm slacking my knowledge. I really have very little knowledge with D&D and all of that, but it seems super cool. So we have some flames up here. Looks like spooky entranceway. We have down over here a base plate. Not really sure off the top of my head how big this is, but it looks to be a different shape. Or are these? No, not a base plate. It's a bunch of pieces connected into one. This is a raw authentic review or first look at this set. So there's going to be a lot of mistakes made here. We're not going into this knowing anything. We're going into it blind, not knowing a single thing. So you know what? Bear with me while I struggle and roast me in the comments if you feel like it, because I would expect nothing less with how bad my knowledge is right now. Can't even seem to work a computer correctly right now. It looks like they added some of these slope pieces to give shapes like rocks, which I really like. And this is supposed to be water with, I want to say, a mini, not island, but some land growing on like a mountain. And then these look to be sticker elements right over here. As you could tell, you can see the discoloration between the two bricks, which we don't really expect anything to be printed like that. I don't think Lego would want to do that, especially for this set. But then again, at $360, I would expect some more printed pieces rather than having to use a sticker on something like this. That might be a little bit annoying to some, but at the same time, that's kind of what we've come to expect. And then back to the main house area right over here, we can actually take it apart and see by these images right here. So we have a little back way, another printed piece. It looks like another printed piece. It has a photo. Some really cool doors over here. I like how this one's gold. This one has the black. I don't know what you would call that exactly. We'll just say window. Then we have another look. Once again, the door with the gold right here, the golden doorknob. And this says the in plain sight, which I like that sign. I'm not sure if this is a printed piece or a sticker. I would guess it's a sticker, but I really like this piece right here with the attachment. Really gives it more detail rather than it just being a basic pole. Looks like a bit of a dragon head. Really nice to see, with a little bit of a walkway that's supposed to be stones, like a cobblestone, which I really like. And then you can see how this can attach to everything else with a Technic pin right here. And if I'm to guess, another one obviously would go right there, maybe on the other side. Okay, so, and then we have the top half, and I love the purple and blue, how it just nicely goes together. And the flowers right here, it looks like a little lavender color. And you have the sand, the brown, the blue, the purple, the hints of gold, all these colors, and nothing really overpowers one another. You see the roof, and that really captures your eye, but then all the other color, and especially the detail right here to make it look like slabs of brick, it all just complements one another, and I really, really like that about it. It's something that I'm really big on, these small details. Like over here, you see some detailing. I don't know if it's going to be, how hard it's going to be able to see, but it looks like some brick you can see behind here. And if you look closely enough, depending on the angle, it's going to be detailed when you can actually kind of see inside the set, which I can really appreciate. That seems like this style brick is going to be behind here, so we know what's going to be going on in that inside wall, if any of that makes sense. A little chimney with some smoke up here. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really loving what I'm seeing from this set so far. This is something that's really, really blowing me away. When I first heard last year they were making a D&D set, I was like, I wonder how they're going to do it. Then the concept came out, and then we have the how do I say it? The changes that Lego made for this set compared to that. So I'm really, I knew Lego was going to knock this out of the park, but I'm very, very happy with exactly the upgrades that they decided to make. And this is the watchtower, obviously detached, so everything's modular here. So maybe if you want to display these on like different shelves, or if you don't have room to display everything, you can display some of it together, some of it apart to make it easier, sort of in that way, which is really cool. And the little the plates it's going to sit on, you can have it all textured, and I like how they really did that detailing over here to make it seem like it's on a mountain. It's magnificent how they did it with the tree kind of growing out of the side. Looks like this part's going to be falling over, while this one is hanging strong for now, or maybe until they get attacked. And we have another look here. I'm not exactly sure what these two are called. This looks like to be sort of like an elf, and this looks to be wanting to attack the elf to get the key, I would assume. Seems like there's a little spider down in there. Super, super cool stuff. Once again, we're in here, and I really like this guy right over here. I assume that this is a brand new mold exclusively for this set, and it's my favorite fig. Once again, from the Medieval Town Square, seems like we have the same instrument that I once again forgot, and these guys are having a nice drink right now. I like the hair here. Seems a little bit Wolverine-ish type of hair, which super cool. And he's like, oh, let me join the fun. Here's the back of the box. I like the dragon is going to be landing. Maybe it's going to scare some of the people away. Super, super detailed box. I like how they just show everything off. Once again, that orange tint, really, it's subtle. It's a little mysterious at the same time. It's not red like the Invisible Hand for Star Wars showing evil. This one's a little orange, and it's like, it's a little darker, but it's not fully engulfed in being evil, which I really, really like the orange here, because it really complements and helps that dragon pop out, as well as doesn't overpower the color of the building. So cool. And there's a exclusive downloadable adventure in here, so you can also play with this digitally, which that's also so cool that they're including that as well. With this phenomenal set, you can display it and you can actually also play with it, unlike a lot of these sets when you put it on your shelf. Because what are you going to do? Are you going to sit there and recreate a battle with your $850 Millennium Falcon? Probably not, unless you are willing to take the risk and have something happen to it. And then here we have people looking like they're having a bunch of fun, some of those display photos, and this right on the table right here. So cool. Just want to quickly go over some of the details. 18 plus, it's going to come with 3,745 pieces, 5 minifigs. It's going to be 19 inches tall, 15 wide, and 12 deep. So not one of these sets that you need, I'll say, a ton of room. You're still going to need a lot of room, but at the same time, you're not going to need room such like a behind me with a Star Destroyer or a AT-AT Walker, Millennium Falcon, any of those massive type of sets, or a Avengers Tower, if you will. But overall, I'm super pumped for this. The price point of $360, while some people may say, yes, this is overpriced, we have to keep in the back of our head, it is a licensed set. So that price is obviously going to be shot up. It's the same thing for all these other licensed sets like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Marvel, Harry Potter, all that's all licensed. So the price is going to be a little bit more. I will say, maybe if this wasn't a licensed set and they just decided to make it without a licensing or anything, maybe it would be $320, $330, maybe as generous as $300, but I would guess more in the $320 to $30 range. But either way, I still think this is a wonderful set, and if you were into it, you're getting this day one. I don't really see a reason to pass up on it. I think it's really cool. A lot of cool, unique elements, if I'm not mistaken. This door just so nice with the dock. A lot of little things in here really just standing out. Yep, seems like this part attaches to, like we were talking about sooner, if I can find it, right here. Am I going crazy or am I forgetting? Yeah, it seems like those two would attach right there. Everything about this set is just so cool. So many different colors and everything. So this, once again, could be in the top 5 sets of the year, but I would definitely say top 10 without a doubt, because the beginning of this month, seemingly the first 4 months with how April's going with the D&D set, it's off to a hot start. 2024 started off hot, and it doesn't seem to cool down anytime soon, because we go later in the year. We have a ton, especially next month. Well, not next month, 2 months from now with May, with May 4th for Star Wars, a ton of sets there. And then the summer, you always have so many cool idea sets, Star Wars sets, Harry Potter, everything, leading into the holiday season with the UCS set for Star Wars and other Marvel and Harry Potter sets. Then we have Lord of the Rings coming out with another massive set. So much to be excited about. There's so much in 2024 that we still don't know. So it's going to be a huge year overall. And this is just the beginning of everything. This is just, I feel we're just starting to go up that mountain and hit the peak, because 2024 is off to a hot start. It's not cooling down. And they're just carrying this wave of momentum through the end of last year to the beginning of this year, seemingly all the way through. So got to give the props to LEGO with how amazing these sets have been. It's just banger after banger, month after month with all these sets. And you're going to be hearing no complaints from me here. Yeah, there might be a few printed pieces, but it seems like a ton of exclusive elements, bunch of new exclusive parts and molds for these figs, which I love. So much cool stuff, and you can actually use this to play a downloadable game, so like maybe a D&D campaign, I would assume. And I'm really not going to complain about the price all too much, all things considered, about the licensing and all the exclusive molds. So I don't really think it's all that much to complain about. If you have a gift card or some insider points you want to use as well to sort of bring that price down, I would highly recommend it if you are someone who might not be able to really wrap their head around the $360 price point for this. But yeah, there's really not too much negative to say about this set. If anything at all, it's pretty much all positive for me, besides those couple printed pieces, and you're paying a pretty penny for a premium of a set like this. But yeah, I still think it's very much worth it at retail, and definitely expect that LEGO store to be, and the site to be, absolutely packed April 1st for the insiders. I want to say once again, I think, yeah, insiders have an early access from the 1st to the 3rd with this. So if you're not an insider, sign up. It's free. It costs you nothing, and you can be able to buy this set sooner than the rest, which I don't know if you're not an insider what you're doing, because I feel everyone should be an insider to get sets like this, or just be an insider in general, just for all the cool little promos that you could enter in to win and all that fun stuff. But let me know what you guys think about this set. If you can't tell, I love it. I know I don't have the most knowledge about Dungeons and Dragons in the world. It is something I do find very cool, and just the whole community behind it is something that I'm very fascinated in, and it's something that really appeals to me. I know I keep on looking down. I have my computer up and I'm still just mesmerized by how beautiful the set looks. But let me know what you guys think. Is this a day one purchase for you? And please let me know all the terminology that I didn't include, messed up on in this. And yeah, just let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one.